I actually stood up from my chair and went like, God fucking damn it! I seriously did that. I stood up from the couch and I went like, God damn you fucking movie! Hi, and welcome to Stories About Stories, the show where we watch a movie and then talk about it afterwards.
Yeah!
Yeah, though we don't watch the movie on the show, we watch it beforehand.
I'm watching it right now on my cell phone.
Oh, you're just... You didn't have enough time to watch it before, so you're just catching up on the end.
Yeah, just shut up for a while. I'm gonna...
Well, I gotta tell
you hold the podcast.
Okay, you just see what the final conclusion is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I still have about an hour to go, so you'll just try
but the episodes are usually about half an hour, and it'd be cool to have them a little bit shorter.
I think we can go for a bit longer. I think our audience can
so you can, halfway through the episode, you'll have finally seen all of the movie, and then we can start discussing it.
I said I have an hour.
Oh, I thought you had half an hour.
No, there's still an hour to go.
Okay, well, maybe you'll just have to guess what happens there. Or maybe you've actually seen it. This is just a
today
fun
we
joke.
selected the movie Paper Towns, as suggested by us from Taro, I think. A friend of ours.
A friend, yes. Because on Mondays, as today, it is a Monday.
It's
when this episode goes up, at least.
Madness Monday, as we know.
Madness Monday, as you know. Because it's madness going through all those suggestions.
Yeah, it's
which
crazy.
You can suggest to us, by the way.
Mad Monday.
You can just any movie, and we might watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
And talk about it.
Yeah, that's what we do.
If there's something you think is really bad, it would be funny for us to watch, or something you think is really good, and we should watch and talk about it.
Yeah, we'll do both.
For this week, we watched Paper Towns, and be honest to me, what did you think about this movie?
I have to be honest.
Yes.
Can I stop? Can I just finish it before? No. What did I think?
Did you like it?
No, it wasn't terrible. I didn't dislike it.
Okay,
So I would say it's a solid, I think, 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 out of 10. I would probably give it the same as well, but for different reasons. So I freaking hated this movie.
What? Wow.
I don't think it's... I
love it.
Wait here. I didn't think it was a bad movie. It just annoyed the shit out of me.
Why?
They should be called Toilet Paper Towns.
Wow. Toilet paper browns, more like it.
Okay. It wouldn't work with the thing of what the paper town is. That's the thing, because... Yeah, on the. I think. Yeah.
Can we go through the plot before?
Let's go through the plot before I explain why I hated it.
Sure.
And why you still thought that it was okay. Maybe you can change my mind about it.
How come you hated it and we both gave it to the same 6.5?
Because I normally rate things I like higher.
No, that doesn't make sense. The middle one should be like the average neutral movie.
It should be, I know, but I still feel like maybe it's just video game ratings and stuff. That the 6.5 is already like, oh, that's pretty bad.
Right.
But again, I don't think it was a bad movie. I just didn't.
We're going through the plot. I'm not mad at you.
Good cinematography.
I really am.
But let's go through the plot so people will know what it is.
There's a guy named Quentin.
Yeah,
a little boy.
Or as his friends call him Q because they're fucking lazy and don't want to say Quint or Quentin.
Yeah, right.
They just say his
I think.
Isn't that right, E?
Yeah. M for Mike. Mike, you're here. Michael Myers.
Yeah, but okay, so there's a guy called Quentin or Q.
Yeah, Quentin or Q, and in his next door there moves a girl called Margot. Margot's a mysterious. Sure, I don't care about the last name. She's a mysterious little girl, detective kind of girl that
she's into
solves
mysteries.
Yeah,
she liked mysteries so much that someday she would become one herself.
And then she definitely did. So anyway, they have fun, and then they do a mystery, and then she disappears for a while.
Yeah,
and then she's at the same school as him, of course. And then when they're teenagers, one day, what happened before she disappeared?
Well.
Oh yeah,
she
got dumped.
They were really good friends when they were kids and stuff, but then they kind of grew apart. He was still thinking about her and stuff.
Yeah. And she was, I guess, thinking about him.
And she was with a boyfriend. But then one night she has gotten dumped, and she comes up to the guy's window like she used to do when they were playing around with
she's
kids.
Like, all right, be my crime partner, and then they take this huge revenge plot against the boyfriend.
This whole revenge plot where they go and catch the boyfriend naked and
stuff.
running
anyway,
around
they do
and
a lot
all
of
sorts of stuff. Saran wrap a car And
Yes. Then she disappears, and then, as you know, he has to start solving the little clues she left behind, and then his friends get in on it, and then they have this cool road trip, and then they find her, I think.
Yeah, or
all the friends find love, and
they drive to New York or something, like it was, I don't remember how many miles, 12 or something, or
just a long time, a long ride.
Right, yeah.
After her, just after
this one girl, because they had danced to like an office instrumental version of the song "Lady in Red."
Yeah, I guess.
And then he was like, "Oh, that life is gonna change. I'm gonna be together with this girl," but then she's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, she disappears, leaves clues around. Then they go on her own trip, into the town.
Yeah, and when they finally get to the place, all the friends go back in the car, and he's left there because he's like, "No, she's gonna be here somewhere. She's not right here right now, but she's gonna be here somewhere."
Then he finds her, and she says to him like, "Well, I didn't really want you to look for me, so go back home." And then he goes home, and then he's like, "Well, I don't need love as long as I got my friends."
Why did he leave exact instructions on the exact place where she would be if she didn't want them to follow?
I guess she kind of wanted him to follow. Anyway, that's the plot. He goes home and he learns that friendship is as good as happiness. There we go. It's done.
Sure. You said something about you had looked up some.
Oh, what?
Some trivia. Do you know? You said that because this is based on a book, that the book has a different ending.
I think the book does have a different ending, but I don't know what it is.
Does everyone die instead of finding happiness?
No. I was kind of expecting the main girl to die, actually.
I thought it would have been funny if when they got to the house where they thought she was at, if she was just dead in there and they were like, well, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it would have been funny. I think it would have been tragic.
But I thought it would have been funny in a tragic way.
You have to lean forward, by the way. There you go.
It would have been funny in a tragic way.
Yeah. Anyway, why did you not like this movie? I thought I'll tell you my opinion, and then you can tell me.
Okay, you tell me some positives first.
I think it was based on a book by John Green, which is a YouTuber, and I really like John Green. Right? He's a YouTuber. He's the guy that makes all these lesson videos, like history and stuff. Anyway, he wrote this book, and then they made this movie. It was kind of a teen flick in that it was kind of cliche, and the characters were a bit annoying, like a lot annoying. Yes. They annoyed me. Like, the characters really pissed me off some points. But I think it was, even though I did not like the characters, I think the plot was alright. Like I said, 6.5. It wasn't awesome, but it made me feel something.
Maybe
I was
should give it less than like a 4 or something.
Maybe you should,
5.
yeah. I guess you
maybe
should.
a 5, because I still think it's a good movie, even though it annoys me like hell.
So I think, although most of the side characters were really annoying, and the main girl wasn't even that cool of a person.
Yeah, she wasn't. She was hyped up way more than. Than she really should have.
There was this weird part where they were like, "Oh my God, Margot is such a cool character. She's done this, and then this, and then I guess she did 2 things.
She did this. She was in a circus and
for 3 weeks
traveling with a band or something.
Well, that's not cool.
Those are her 2.
That's fine. I mean,
those crazy epic adventures of
epic crazy adventures of Margot.
Well, like no one ever heard of doing something like that.
You know what I really disliked about this movie? I liked the emotion and stuff, but I disliked the idea that it was like written as if it was a teenage boy's fantasy. I felt like it was like a real, like a teenage boy would really fantasize this. As like a mysterious girl. I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah, I felt like this was a mix between like a movie for teenage girls and a movie for little kids.
Oh, kids?
Yeah, I felt like there was the whole mystery thing, like, oh, it's the person who he goes on adventures and does all the stuff. Yeah. She just cannot get enough, Margot.
I'm done with the podcast.
That's the end. That's the song that ended it. That's the last episode of Stories About Stories.
What was that?
That's if it was.
What the fuck?
That's if it wasn't blended in with the. If it wasn't also for teenage girls, if it was just for kids, it would have had that song.
Okay. Sure. Just don't sing again.
Because there's okay.
Anyway, yeah, I really, but it had me feeling something. You know, it wasn't that bad. I was like,
I had
I kind of hoped that they would end up together, even though I disliked them.
Yeah.
Although I knew that they wouldn't, because it was so obvious that.
Well, there was the thing that they'll probably still get together at some point.
No,
Probably.
there wasn't.
Really? No.
He's like,
he
no.
said, "I'll see ya," and she was like saying.
But in the end, he was like, "Well, I don't really care where she goes."
I guess.
And I don't even know where she is.
That's right. I guess because there was the whole thing. Someone said she was teaching people to surf in
random
in
stuff.
here, and someone said she was on Broadway or something.
Yeah. I think it would have been a magnificent movie if the side characters were funny.
Yeah.
And then the Margot character was a lot better. Because she was like hyped up. It was telling you.
What I remember of her is her eyebrows.
Yeah, super thick. Crazy.
And dark.
Yeah. Anyway, why did you hate
She's
the
also
movie?
like, earlier on in the movie, she's always like kind of, "What? Let's do this. You don't understand, but you should be happy now. Life is like this, and you don't understand it. It's
Jesus.
a paper town, paper people."
Yeah. I wish they brought it. Like, it was a cool idea. A really cool idea.
Yeah.
That, like, she believes that you should live in the now, and then she lives in these paper towns. Because the character got interesting in the end when she was like, "Well, I'm not really cool, you know?"
Yeah, that was a cool thing to have, like, it's like, kind of like meeting a celebrity or something, or someone you've just seen a bunch of stuff by, and then being like, "Oh, you're just a normal person."
Why did you dislike the movie? Just tell me.
Because it's just, I didn't enjoy watching it. All the characters annoyed the hell out of me. Like you said, they were annoying too.
Yeah.
But then, and I didn't like the mood of the movie. I didn't like how kind of teenage it wasn't. They had all the ambient music come in, like, "Oh, it's time for it's youth and emotions."
Oh, yeah.
And stuff, and youth and emotions.
It wasn't that good of a movie.
Sound play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And remember this isn't why I hated it though. This did kind of annoy me too. I just remember the part of it where in the beginning when they're kids and they find this body, there's a guy who shot himself and is leaning against a tree.
Oh yeah! What
And
the fuck was that? These kids find a body and then they're like, "Oh well."
No one else heard it, by the way. There's like houses right near it, but the kids are the first to find him.
Yeah.
And then the boy's like, "Let's get away," and she's like, "Oh, look at him. Oh, look at this guy." And then later on, he's sleeping in his bed and stuff, and the girl climbs in, and she's like looked up all this information about the dead guy, and she's like, I found out he was having a divorce, and he was sad about it. The wife works somewhere in SeaWorld. We should go there. There might be a clue." And I'm like, "A clue or what? The guy killed himself. There's no hidden treasure related to his death. What is this clue you want to find?"
Yeah, it doesn't
What
make
the
much
fuck?
sense. Now that I think of it, what are you looking for in SeaWorld? Her wife's, like, work card?
I don't know.
Oh, look at this! It's her wife!
It's a mystery of the suicide. We need to look deeper into this. And,
you know, that's why, that's, I think, the problem with it. Because you see all this, like, it's a cool setup to have this guy, and then there's this mysterious, awesome girl that, you know, does detective work.
Yeah,
but then it's done weirdly.
But I also feel like, because I don't know if it would have necessarily been more interesting if they followed the girl's adventures. Let's get this light back on.
Yeah?
Oh, let's get this light in the back on as well.
Yeah?
Because it's kind of like they say that she's off on these adventures and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we follow the story of this guy who idolizes her, sort of, or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if in Indiana Jones, instead of watching Indiana Jones on his adventures, we would watch someone back home.
Yeah,
being like,
true.
"My Indy sure is out in some adventures. I heard there was a guy pulling hearts out of people's chest, but I don't know if I should believe that."
Yeah.
And then,
The Quentin character, what did you think of him? Because he was
I thought he was kind of boring.
God damn, he was boring. Jesus.
He had a boring haircut. I don't remember his face anymore, even though I just watched the movie.
But he was supposed to be boring.
He was kind of, that was the point, because the girl says you need to get out of your comfort zone and stuff. But
This is your comfort zone.
Yeah, this is your comfort zone. It's this small.
It's just
You
this
need
small.
to-
Look at the town. It's a paper town. I'm a paper girl. What?
Yeah.
What? That didn't make much sense to me. We're paper. Don't you see? No, not really. But paper?
Yeah.
How? Because it's so fragile. We're like flowers. like a paper town. Well, what does this have to do with Max, Margot?
I guess it's just being fake or something. I don't know. But also, the friends of his annoyed me. He has a black friend who that's his character is the black friend.
Also, he's like this.
Yeah, I guess he's supposed to be kind of nerdy because he's like.
He's boring.
He's kind of like we can't skip school and like his parents have a collection of black Santas.
Which is like a funny thing.
That's kind of fun.
I was like,
I was kind of annoyed by the way they did it because something about the style and the way they had that joke. In there
I guess it was just because it was supposed to be funny.
Like, it was supposed to be the kooky, quirky, funny thing for the teenagers to be like, ha, that's a kooky, funny, quirky thing.
I guess it was just done like not as a joke, just to show that people don't really want to go to his house because he has a collection of black Santas, and he does just who he is. And then we see his family. Why do they collect the black Santas? That's why it's so random.
I thought it would have been funny if the parents were white. When they had adopted him. we never see his parents, we just see the Santas and the kid. I think it would have been pretty funny.
I think this problem with this movie really it's in the fact that it follows the boring stuff of the story.
It does kind of. The other movie that was also based on a book by the same author,
which is
the movie is called The Fault in Our Stars, I think.
It's the cancer movie.
Yeah, it's the two kids that have cancer and stuff. Yeah. That also had sort of the same style going. I don't know if there were any of the same people working on that movie, like if it's the same director or anything.
It's the same author at least.
Yeah, but it's at least based on a book by the same author. But that movie also had the annoying same teen kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, because it's the indie music that does it.
Yeah, I guess but it's like I like indie music, sure, but I feel like the way it's used in this, it annoys me. It's trying to be cool with it or something, but it's kind of like, that thing, like in cartoons you see when people come to schools to teach kids not to use drugs, and then they rap to them like, you gotta recycle and don't use drugs.
Yeah.
Always remember to wash your mugs.
No, this is... What?
Wash
your mugs?
Wash your mugs.
Like mugs your faces or mugs your coffee mugs?
Your faces and your coffee mugs. Don't be sad. Give lots of hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that because I don't know. Maybe I felt like
it was kind of fake.
I felt like it didn't deserve the music or something, or it was trying too hard with it or something.
Because I felt like the actors weren't doing the emotions, right?
Yeah, I guess they tried to say there's loads of emotions at play here in the movie.
Yeah,
but you didn't really show.
The issue. They
didn't really show on the screen.
And Quentin is like, I really love Margot. I really do. I just fucking love this girl.
Well, he didn't actually even say that he loves her until like later on when someone asked him, "You love her, right?"
And or
something.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Margot sees a dead girl, and she's like, "Yeah, dead guy.
Yeah,
guy in the start. Oh yeah, that's a dead guy. Okay, can you act? What is this making you feel? Oh, music. Oh, that's right.
But we talked about the other friend. I think he's called Raider or something.
The
black
Santas guy, right?
Yeah, no, but that's the black kid friend. And then the other one, the sex addict guy who talks about Quentin's mom and pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
And stuff, and makes up girlfriends that he's had or something.
Yeah, it sounds like something that an adult would write to make a teenager laugh.
Yeah, I guess. But he's called Ben, I think.
Yeah.
It annoyed me so much because there's also one of Margot's friends joins them on this road trip that takes up like half of the movie.
Yeah.
Or at least the last third of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, they are not gonna make it so that this kid, this sex addict, dumb dweeb is gonna end up with this kind of hot but brainy girl that they take with them on the journey.
And then they did it.
But it was so obvious, and I was like, you better not fucking do that. They can become friends maybe or something, or it can help him, boost his like confidence
No.
or something, or maybe the main character could get with her because they kind of had some moments and he was nice to her.
I guess
and
that would have
stuff.
been better.
I
than the
felt
ending.
like because they shared a tub at one point with their clothes
True,
on, but
true.
anyway, and
True.
they seemed like it just seemed like that would have been a much more natural thing to happen. And the only thing that I felt that led this girl to like going to the prom with this dumb guy who keeps talking about sex stuff
Yeah.
is because at one point on the road trip the guy like pulls the wheel of the car to get them out of the way of a cow on the road.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Wow, you saved our lives."
Yeah.
It was a complete like fluke thing. You just happened to notice that then you were sitting in the like passenger seats.
Right. Anyway, let's talk something positive about it.
It's annoyed me so much at the point where
Shit. We're going down
there's
this
the part where
trail of annoyment.
there's the part where she finally hugs the guy Ben. I actually stood up from my chair and went like, "God fucking damn it!" I seriously did that. I stood up from the couch and I went like, "God damn it, you fucking movie!" And there were many times when I was giving the movie the finger and be like, "God damn it, you fucking kids! You stupid fucking kids!"
But you know, teenagers can be like that.
Why did you-
Teenagers are annoying.
Yeah,
aren't
they are. I guess
they are fucking.
I guess it caught.
It was realistic.
Yeah. And the road trip wasn't interesting, so I guess it was realistic in the way that it depicted annoying teenagers
Yeah.
on a boring road trip.
Absolute. And you know what? The funny character, he wasn't funny. None of
He
the
wasn't
guys
funny,
thought
yeah.
he was funny.
They didn't think
Because
it was
nobody
funny.
thinks these guys are. It was realistic.
I
And
guess
they
that's
were.
what it was.
It was annoying.
but
But
it wasn't entertaining to me.
They
though.
are
It was
annoying.
it was like I don't usually quit movies while watching them, but I'm not sure if. Well, I probably wouldn't have even watched this if it wasn't for this.
Yeah.
So,
You know.
but I was so annoyed. I was like, "Please end movie, please get to the girl's gonna be there and something's gonna happen that you're either gonna
Something
be together
positive,
or not."
I think.
Okay,
There
something
was-
positive.
There were a few clever ideas, I think.
Okay.
I really liked the starting point, like this guy and this mystery girl.
Oh yeah, no,
And
but
then
that
that
also
suicide-
annoyed me though. It starts with the line, "I believe everyone has a miracle,"
yeah.
or something. That the
Yeah.
first line of the movie annoyed me, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Oh, come on, man.
There's-
cute. It's cute. Just,
I guess.
I believe everyone
then
has
he's
one
like-
single miracle.
but-
Somebody
yeah.
wins a jackpot, and some other people. Oh, I had
Some-
this miracle. This girl moved
Yeah.
to my neighbor.
My miracle was that this girl moved to my neighborhood, and then later on he's like, "No,
Yeah.
that wasn't my miracle. My miracle
Oh,
is that I get to
yeah,
be
they
at the
did
prom
ruin it.
with my friends."
They did ruin it.
I think he's
but-
just gonna be like, everything is his miracle. He's like, "Wow, the beans are on sale today.
you're
It's my
complaining-
miracle." Wow.
Oh shit! Wow, it's
My-
30% off. Crazy! This is a miracle. I think this is my only one though. No, but if it's the
He's
bananas
driving-
as well. I'm
He's
driving.
driving the car and he has the green lights all through his ride somewhere, and he's like, "Wow, this was my miracle." Some people marry the Queen of Finland. Some people win the lottery. I had green lights all through my drive.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Anyway, more positive things.
Okay, more positives. I do have a few positives. but you
I
say so.
liked the paper towns, like the thing, because it's like a.
Oh, the Thing.
There's a real nice emotion, like the. There's paper towns. They're just fake towns,
Oh, you
and
mean
then
the-
she moves into a paper town because
Yeah, I guess.
she thinks like she can escape her life living in a fake town. Because it's like a nice idea, just a
I guess.
nice metaphor. I guess I did like a bit the Margot character. It was the most interesting
I
character.
guess out of all the characters, she was probably the most interesting, but
Yeah.
she was also in it probably the least.
Yeah, she was on screen
Or
for 20
almost.
minutes, and she was the main actress.
Yeah, 'cause she's gone for like the middle of the movie, and she
Yeah.
returns in the end.
Yeah. I hated Quentin, but I liked Margot, so I could feel Quentin a little bit. I was
I
like,
guess.
yeah, I would like Margot if
I'd
she
be
would be my
interested in
neighbor.
her.
Yeah, of course. Because she's
I'd wanna
weird.
hang out with
Because
her.
she's the only interesting character. And
Yeah.
why she does what she does. And then she
Yeah.
does explain it.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, she has good reasons. She's a funny.
Yeah, and I
person.
gotta say, at least this movie did mostly got annoyment out of me and hate.
Yeah.
But But there was also one point, like, I think after their night of crimes and stuff, and them dancing in the office building and stuff, watching over the city.
Yeah.
After they get back to their houses and stuff, and then they hug in the street. At that point, I think I was like, oh.
Yeah, there was a few awe moments.
But later on, I got annoyed.
I was almost hoping that Margot was dead, because there would be such an edge to the story that she goes and lives in this paper town, and then she dies, like gets murdered. Yeah. Straight up, somebody just murders her.
That's also just someone who completely unrelated to the thing. She would have been. That would have been such a.
It would have been crazy. I think
what would have happened then?
And then we see all the the jokey, annoying teenager characters just going like.
That would have been so fucking awesome.
I know, right?
It would have been just like this whole thing, like, wow, I believe there's a miracle for everyone.
And then he's like,
go there. And
wow, okay.
Margot's my love. We're gonna find her here, and then they just go there.
Fuck.
Oh my god. Would he burst in tears? Would he just be like? Would he just get really depressed? Would he just? Yeah. Would he just even know what to say?
And then in the end, you see him just laying on a bed, and he's like, I believe there's a miracle for everyone. And Margot was my miracle. Shit. Okay.
He just goes like,
wow.
Margot was my miracle.
I'm done with miracles.
My miracle died.
My miracle is dead?
Fuck.
Oh god.
And then it ends.
Yeah. I would have loved to see the movie.
That would have been such a bummer, and
I would have been so depressed.
The whole thing is about like how there can be hope, and you can live your life and find love, and there's you know, we're young.
It would be great, because then it would have been just like, the message wouldn't have been be free and, you know, do stuff however you want. It would have been, there's a risk to do that. You might get stabbed by a homeless man.
It might be really cool and fun and stuff, and there's no one's gonna say that you will get stabbed by a homeless man. You could get stabbed by a homeless man even if you don't do all that stuff. But it's just, there's dangers out there.
Yeah. I mean, you could have done that.
That would have been a major flip on the end.
Also, some of the story didn't make sense. Like, why... Where is she living? How did she get
I was
there?
thinking these kids have a crazy amount of money. They're going on the trip and buying all this stuff. And
where did they get this money?
I was like, does she work in there somewhere now? Is she rich from her adventures?
Yeah, but I think the side characters really, the guys really ruined the story.
Those were.
Although I kind of liked the black dude with the Angela. He was.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad, but it annoyed me again when after they pick up also the black kid's girlfriend.
Yeah, Angela.
And then they have sex, and then he immediately goes and tells his friends. That annoyed me too.
Why?
It just annoyed me. It's like, man, you fucking kid.
Well, you do that. When you're a kid, you do that.
I guess.
That's what you do.
You're like, man.
That's what happens. Because they're supposed to be like 15 years old, which is like an age where having sex does spring up that reaction. Definitely.
I guess. But he like immediately told his friends the first moment that he saw them.
But then the girls come there, and then they're like, oh, did you tell him? And then, oh yeah, I bet that you would.
Yeah, and the girls have like made a bet that like if
and they were right.
He's gonna tell them. It's again another funny joke. Haha. Oh, okay, more positive stuff. I thought it was well edited, I guess, and the cinematography was pretty
nice
good.
Cinematography.
There's some good shots there and stuff.
And the music was nice. It was nice, I think.
It was good music, but I didn't like the way they used it. Something like I think I would have liked this music out of this. The lights are going out. Does the episode need to end soon or something?
I think because we've been going for 28 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know
it's longer than the Halloween episode.
The Halloween episode was 30-something minutes.
Oh, really? This is really long then.
Yeah, I don't know if we didn't get that off topic with this because I had so much.
Yeah, you had so pent up anger. I love seeing you angry for once.
I need to get that out. I kind of contained it because I got most of it out watching the movie already.
Yeah.
I already was like yelling at the movie at times. Like, fucking movie! Stop showing me this! Oh yeah, that also, the annoying kid who gets with the girl, who he has to pee a bunch of times during the drive and stuff. I'm like, why the fuck did you even get your kids with this? Why did you get these friends with you on the trip? Why don't you just go by yourself if they don't even want to be there at the end? They want to get right back to the prom and stuff. and then they're just...
Yeah.
He actually does ask them, like, well, why did you guys come with me on this trip if you're not going to see it all the way through? And then they're like, well, because we're going to go to different schools, and I want to spend some time with my friends on a cool road trip. And I'm like, well, fuck you, kids.
I think
this is another one of those old man things.
I think I enjoy teenager movies more than you do.
You damn kids! I think maybe
because I was not watching it like, oh, fuck off. I was like,
maybe I was in the wrong mood for it, because I do certainly like, I enjoyed. I mean, Singing in the Rain is not a teenager movie, but I enjoy happy things like that.
You enjoy happy things?
Are you
sure?
I enjoy happy things.
You don't just like sadness and tragedy. No, it's kidding.
I enjoy all this. I enjoy pop songs and happy things and all this. I like this stuff.
Yeah,
I like the colors.
Name one single happy song you like. Because yesterday I came to your car and you were listening to the Hungarian Suicide Song for 27th time in a row.
Yeah, but you keep on finding new parts of it because it's got so many layers to it.
I mean, last week you told me you had watched Requiem for a Dream 3 times in a row.
Yeah, again you find new things in it.
Yeah. What's the last happy movie you saw? I mean, you saw The Lion King and you stopped at the point where Mufasa had died.
I was like, that's good for me. That's the perfect ending.
You keep replaying the ending where Mufasa's dead.
I've edited most Disney movies to end at the part where the sadness happens, like Bambi ends after the mom dies.
Yeah, I know. It's awful. And even in this movie, you wanted the girl to die.
Oh. No, but I do normally... Maybe I was in the wrong mood for it. I might have enjoyed it more if I watched it on a different day or something. Maybe also watching it...
I don't want to keep harping on this, but you ended The Lord of the Rings of 1 on Boromir's death. You saw the death scene and you were done. You didn't watch the rest of the Lord of the Rings movies. You're just done with it.
Yeah, that's the trilogy for me.
I just watched the death scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you shouldn't be allowed to talk about happiness. You only enjoy suffering. Okay. It's crazy.
All right, well, we'll go with that. But I guess, because it's a Monday, so that's the final conclusion. We give a 5 and a 6.5 to Paper Towns.
Sure, because we haven't given points before.
But it might...
We gave it this one time.
Yeah, it's a special movie for a special occasion. It's our miracle that we give them. I don't know.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we're done.
But we should do a rock, paper, scissors for next episode.
Got it. Okay. I actually don't have any movies in mind.
Okay, well, hopefully I win then.
Let's hope you win. All right.
Okay, let's do 3 rounds again. Let's do the whole dun thing.
Let's go.
Then,
rock, paper, scissors. I win.
Fuck, okay, won the first round.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, I lost.
Okay, so we're tied. So
we're tied again.
Should we go to which gets 3 first, or which one gets best out of 3?
Best out of 3, of course.
Okay, and we don't count the ties because that doesn't play the same. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Fuck!
I don't have a movie. Shit.
You won. Can we do the best? It's the 3 first.
I keep beating you with this.
You do. I need to come up with a different game for us to play, like toss the coin or something.
Coin toss? I learned to toss coins.
We used to play toss the coin back in the day, along with a spin the hoop.
Spin the hoop.
Spin the hoop. We would have a hoop. We would have a hoop like these days. People spin it around their hips.
Yeah, like a hula hoop.
A hula hoop. That's a fun
song.
But so they have a stick, and then you have the hoop, and you spin it with the stick down the road with all the kids, and then you go and have some porridge afterwards.
Porridge?
Some porridge. Oh yeah, there was also in the Paper Towns, there was that part where they're like, well, what if I said like this? Would that help something? Would you come on this road trip if I said it in this way? What do you think? A little bit.
Dude, I think we're gonna watch the first original Star Trek movie. We'll watch this.
Okay,
unless you wanna watch... No.
That might be on Netflix, I guess.
Yeah, the first one.
That might be interesting in some way, I guess.
I know. It would be
Since
great.
we talked about William Shatner in last episode.
Yeah, that's why. It was the William Shatner episode.
Yeah, but okay, so I think for next time we'll try and do something else because I can't keep losing at rock, paper, scissors.
I guess we could have just let the first one decide the first one and then
We
do
could have
turns.
done that, but it makes it a bit more interesting maybe or something.
Yeah, not if I keep winning.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking awesome at rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. At least we got some ties in there this time. I think we hadn't had any ties before.
We didn't. Because the last time was I won, you won, I won.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm right.
Yeah, so you want to watch the Star Trek movie?
I want to watch the first Star Trek movie.
Do you mean the original, the old one, not of the new ones?
The old one. The oldest one we can find.
Okay, so okay.
The oldest Star Trek movie there is. Because I want to see the bad effects.
Okay.
Really.
We don't want to watch the J.J. Abrams one.
Do you want to watch both?
No, we're doing two movies for one.
Okay.
I guess we can watch it for a separate episode. If someone suggests a new J.J. Abrams Star Trek, we can watch that as well.
And you guys can suggest some movies for the next Funky Friday.
No, they can't suggest movies for Funky Friday.
Wait, can they?
We decide.
Oh yeah,
Funky
this
Friday.
is Funky Friday is the Star Trek one.
You can decide a movie for Monkey Monday.
What?
Or Movie Monday makes more sense because we talk about movies, not monkeys.
Monkey Movie Monday. It can be a movie that's not related to monkeys.
If someone suggests some movie,
12 Monkeys.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Doesn't
a
have
movie.
actual. It does have some actual monkeys at the end.
You think?
It's not.
Sure. Or then the one by
King
the
Kong.
Space Odyssey one where there's the monkey start
Oh yeah,
with the monkeys and the black pillars. Anyway,
yeah. But anyway,
I think
that's
we're done. That's a lot of time.
That's it. Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles.
ambient sounds. Heroes in a half shell.
Lean forward with me.
Lady in red is